Parr Co took us 6 months to make before we launched anything. So, you know, for some people, they might look at it and they might be intimidated and be like, you know, like these guys became successful overnight. And that's the farthest thing from the truth.
Welcome to today's segment of Made in Dade. Today is very special as we have both Brandon and Kurt, the founders and creators of Parr & Co watches. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me guys, how did you guys get together?
I've been friends with Brandon since first grade. We got to know each other in middle school. We grew up together, we went to high school together, and then we went to college together at the University of Florida. And both of us were pre-med at the time. We thought we were gonna go to med school.
Why the watches?
One day I was bike riding to class and I fell off my bike and I smashed the glass on my watch, and it was like a pretty new watch. And I was kind of like that sucks.
Why did it break?
Yeah, that sucks. So the next week I kind of spent pretty much the week searching for a new watch online, and I couldn't really find anything. And I was sitting with Brandon and I was like, what if we started a watch company? What if we designed our own watch and like we made something that wouldn't break if I fell off my bike?
How do you go on to creating a watch? Where do you even start with that?
Right.
We just went like straight to the computer lab. The architecture building at UF was always open, like pretty sure it was open 24 hours. So me and Kurt would, when we were living with each other, we would stay up like sometimes till like 4 in the morning, like, just watching TV or working on projects. And just, I don't know, like when you live with your friend, you can end up staying late. And yeah. We thought Kurt came up with the idea like pretty late at night. And like we felt so strongly about it that we went straight to the architecture lab like at 1 in the morning to start working on our project.
Yeah.
And we had like no Photoshop experience or anything, and we just hopped on one of those computers and spent hours there just working on design.
We had no idea who would build this for 2 kids that were in college and had no idea what they were doing. So I kind of went into Google and I typed in like watch manufacturer. And I found a bunch of people who claimed that they manufactured watches, and I remember like reaching out to some of these people, and they would get back to me and they'd be like, "Are you trying to run a Kickstarter?" And we were like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Yeah, not working with you." Eventually, we stumbled on an email address to a company in Hong Kong, and I shot them an email, and I basically told them like, "Hey, we have this like very basic design that we made on Photoshop. Do you think you guys could make this for us?" And they were like, "Yeah, absolutely." We had no money at the time. Brandon and I were really broke. We were like
college kids.
Yeah, we were full-time students on student loans. We weren't working because we were doing pre-med and we were pretty much studying all the time. So we like scraped up some money together and ordered our first set of samples. And we had never met this manufacturer, so we just sent money like wire transfer to Hong Kong, just crossed our fingers. His dad was like, "Kurt, you're an idiot, man. You just sent that money to
everyone thought it was like, everyone thought we were so dumb. They were like, "You just wired all your money to Hong Kong."
Tell me about your successes. Was when the first person bought your watch, did you expect it, or the amount of people that started buying your watches? Tell me a little bit about that.
We had plans for this. Like, we had, before anyone knew what Parr & Co was other than our close friends, before we had launched anything on social media or even created anything, we had like 5 months worth of content that we had that we had built, and we had like a very strategic plan for our launch day, and it was funny. So we knew we were gonna make sales. We had no idea how many.
Okay.
But the day we launched the Kickstarter was just it was an unreal day. It was like it felt like the beginning of the rest of our lives.
So how was it? You launched it. Did people react? Were people?
Yeah, we like sat there next to each other and
watched the numbers.
We pressed the button. Yeah, we pressed the button, launch campaign. And we had class that day. So we went to class And then like by the time we got out of class, we had already made like I don't know how many sales, and we just and we didn't plan it, but like we crossed each other on our bikes.
I know.
And we were and like on campus, and we just like stared at each other like because we were on our way to our next class. We were like, dude, this is crazy. And within 48 hours, we hit our goal.
So after the Kickstarter completed, and like you know, we had already finished. We had raised our funding goal. Now we had to fulfill orders. We had customers now. We had people who expected product. I remember, you know, over 1,000 watches showing up to Brandon's college apartment.
Oh my gosh, how was that like?
And
how was the mailman? He's like receiving all of these things.
Yeah,
the front desk guy.
Well, it was insane because Brandon had previous you know, experience in logistics and fulfillment. And I had no idea how helpful that was going to be to the company until it was like in that moment. I saw Brandon set up his entire apartment like as if it was like a fulfillment center.
We received the watches on December 17th, and we graduated on December 19th.
Wow.
And we promised our customers that they would have their watch
By
before Christmas. So that weekend of our graduation, me and Kurt, we weren't like out partying. We were working on shipping out all these orders so that they would get there on time.
And we're able to fulfill that?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Everyone got their watch before Christmas, and
I think that's
like,
what gave us credibility.
And all the money that you make at the beginning, put it right back into the company, and you got to live like a starving artist for as long as you can.
That's a good one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned as we have many leaders, entrepreneurs, idealists that are in Miami-Dade. Like this video, comment, and stay tuned.